Hello, here are some extra details about Essay 2, and there are many details, so I will say this as quickly as I can. We're going to focus mostly on option B, and specifically the APA referencing directions. So option A, students, please listen carefully. In your future as university students, I'm sure you will write many research reports. APA is a very common style for doing academic research, and mostly for education, for social sciences. APA is the only style, the only referencing style that I use. Another common one is MLA, and that's common if you're researching literature or history, maybe cultural studies. We're going to focus on APA today. So what is key for you is you need to understand what is the referencing style whenever you are writing a research report. And Essay 2 option B is going to be APA style. So point categories, we're going to focus mostly on the sources and referencing category, 20 points. So again, option A, please listen to this just to understand what you will be doing in your future as a student writing research reports. I'm going to go down to page 2 and page 3. Here we go. So sources and referencing, a team of 3. The details are slightly different for a team of 4. Basically just the amount of sources, 4 to 8 sources, 3 to 6 sources. We're going to practice searching for your sources. And these details, there are too many for me to read one by one on this page, on this Essay 2 info doc. So I'm going to skip ahead to 3 websites that are from APA. All right, 3 websites, quickly show you some information and we'll discuss together in class. APA style and reference examples. These are all the different types of sources that you might be referencing, that you might be using when you are creating research reports. And again, this is really key because you are using your own ideas and you're making your argument much, much stronger by sourcing ideas from other experts. And you need to give those other sources credit and the experts because you need to avoid plagiarism. That's really important. That's part of your academic integrity. So textual works, print materials, what we read. Keep going down, data sets, audiovisual, like TED Talk, for example. Online media. Okay, this is what we're focusing on. Web page on a website. So that is most likely articles, online articles. And take a look at the date down here. I'll come back to the date in a few minutes. February 2020. So I'm going to go directly to this page, web page on a website. Again, mostly online articles. That's what you're mostly using as your sources for Essay 2, option B, specifically on a news website. And I'll just scroll down a little bit. Web page on a news website. We have 3 examples here. I'm going to discuss all these details. Jessica from the Scribber videos also explained the structure. This is for the reference page. All the requirements, all the details you need to show. And I'm going to go down again all the way to the bottom to show you the date right here, October 2021. The other date we looked at was February 2020. Okay. Next, this is a single page APA style and common reference examples guide. So I will go down all the way down to the bottom. This is, yeah, you can take a look at these. Here's YouTube. This is a useful one. You may cite YouTube videos and reference them. and keep going down. Here we go. Page 4, near the bottom, web page on a news website. So again, all these details you need to include, which I will explain. And look at the date right here. Okay, March 23, 2021. And here's a quick view of a playlist. These 3 videos from Scribr with Jessica, which we watched part of in class. All right, next, APA referencing Essay 2, option B. So the references page, like Jessica said, you make it in bold, you put it in the center. I have adjusted the spacing to follow APA guidelines, Times New Roman, font size 12, double spacing. All right, that's what you got to do for option B. Option A, yours, I'm going to say 1.5 spacing, double is not necessary for you, for the cover letter, the sample cover letter. All right, so look at this, APA. These are the 3 websites I showed you, and here's the date. Remember I showed you October 2021, APA, and March 23, then APA, and February 2020. So because these don't have an author, this is the space of the author, you just use the organization or the group. They created this web page. And then that's the same, APA 3 times, American Psychological Association. So next you go to the date. You start in order on the reference page by the letter. If the author is exactly the same, you go by the date that was most recent. So October last month, period mark, parentheses, period mark at the end of the author, and there's always a space after each period mark. Okay, so that's why we have October, then we have March of this year, and then we have February of last year. Title of the web page, the title and the title. And then APA style is the specific web page source. This is the source and the URL. All right, now one more in the middle. This one is your book, your textbook. You can find the authors in your book. This is detailed by Jessica, last name, comma, first name, period, amperstamp, last name, comma, first name, period. The year of publication, that's it. Pathways, here's the title. The source is Nat Geo Learning, National Geographic Learning. There's no URL, this is a printed book, so there's no website connected to it. That is your textbook. Here are the videos, the 3 videos from Scribr that we watched, Jessica giving us useful information. YouTube is the source, YouTube, and the URL. As you can see as well, there's no period mark after the URL using APA style. There is a period after each other part. So again, this page, we have the same details. Something Jessica showed us that's useful, you can shift enter, and then you can split the URL. I'll show you one more time what I did, because now it goes down to another line, but if you shift enter, you take away this extra space after the source name. There's an empty line. It just says HuffPost, and then I want to split the URL to put it next to the source. I'll do the same thing down here. BET News is the source. Here's the URL. I'm going to split it right here. Shift enter. Okay, there we go. So you just clean it up a little, take away some unnecessary space. Here we go as well. CNN is the source. Whoops, I don't want an extra letter in there. Okay, shift, enter, there we go. Source and URL. So again, undo that and you just have this extra space that you don't need next to the source name. To get it like this, you shift, enter. I'll scroll down. Again, APA, American Psychological Association, the reference list and in-text citations. We'll talk about in-text citations more. on Thursday, Friday, or Tuesday next week. Tuesday, the day before the deadline. Jessica detailed you need the author, you need the date, you need the title, you need the source, and you need the URL for us because we're using online articles, basically. Look at all these details, color coded, so you can look at this document. I won't, I'll just quickly show you. It's the same as what we saw above at the top of this document. Author in yellow, date in green, title in blue, source in purple. All of them. All right. And this is page 3. Excuse me, go up to page 1 and you can see them. You can see them without all the highlighting. I'm going to do something else here. Usually APA, you don't want this blue color for the URL. So to fix that, let's go here. We change the text color to all black. Underline, you can take that away as well. There you go. Make it look a little bit cleaner. So the page is just black and white, black text with a white background. Let me undo that. So I wanted to show you the URLs in blue, but take it away. You highlight, select all, text color black, and click underline 2 times so the underline of the URL goes away. All right. Again, APA formatting, APA referencing is a very common style that you will likely use. It's the only style I use when I write research reports. The other common style, the other most common style, I believe, is MLA. And what you need to do when you're writing as a student, just make sure you talk with your professor, you understand exactly what style you need to use, and then you check the rules very carefully so you follow all the rules exactly for APA, MLA, or it might be another style as well. Thank you for watching this video.